Hi everyone, welcome back to Love Crafty Girl. In this video, I'm going to show you how I did this Sailor Moon spread. I used a free printable by a blogger named Organized Potato, and I thought this was a cute little spread to do, so I decided to try it out, and I tweaked it along the way. So continue watching the video and I hope you enjoy. So as I begin to put together my planner page, I had already cut out the pieces to the printable in advance, so that way it was easy for me to start putting this together. But in the printable, it actually brings these long pieces of washi tape so that you can decorate the sides of your page. And so I decided to try that. I usually don't use I don't think I've ever used washi tape that's included in printables. I usually like to use my own washi tape, but I decided to try to use the one she implements in her printable because I figured this is how I can figure out how I can work with new things. So I cut out all the pieces. I'm sticking them down all around the page first, and then as I'm done with that, I will start putting, down the stickers, or at least laying them down onto the page to see where I want them to go. And that's all I do at this point. So now that I'm done sticking down the washi tapes all around the page, I now going to be cutting out this smaller piece to cover up the green bar, but it was a little too long, so I ended up cutting, trimming the edge off a bit and then using the big piece to cover the green bar. But that little piece that I cut off, I ended up using it to cover up a smaller piece of that green area, which you'll see shortly. And I thought that was cool that I was able to still implement whatever I had cut off into the page where I needed it the most. So now that I laid down the cat sticker, I noticed that there's a piece, like two small little boxes that I needed to cover, and luckily I had that small little piece that I had trimmed off earlier, so I was able to use that to cover up one of those little sidebars. So then I needed to cover the other sidebars. So the printable brings like I think 2 or 3 thin washi tapes, and so I was able to use another one, measure it, and then trim it off and use this little piece that I trimmed off of to cover that little green area next to the kitty sticker. So now that I covered the 2 areas of green, I'm now able to just peel off the back of the cat sticker and stick it down to the page to make it more complete. And I think it looks great having those 2 extra pieces on the side. And then I will be getting the other stickers and just laying them down onto the page exactly how I want them to be, and then I'll just peel them up and stick them down to the paper. So now that I'm done sticking down those 4 pieces of stickers, I'm now working on the sidebar. And I always like to put one sticker at the bottom of my page and another one at the top. I actually don't use that little, calendar area or notes area. I actually like to cover that. So I'm actually glad that there was a quote I can cover it up with, and then at the bottom, just a cool looking sticker of Sailor Moon. So now that I'm done with this page, I'm going to put this aside and bring over the other page. And as you can see, there's a bit of a layout already on that page. I tend to do that in advance when I cut out the pieces, just so I have an idea of where I want certain stickers to be laid out, or what page I want the stickers to be on. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working again with the edges of the paper with the stickers, and then work with the main stickers afterwards. So now that I'm done covering that green bar at the top with that washi tape, I'm now using the stickers that I chose for this page, and I'm laying them down where exactly I want them to be and how I think will look great on this particular page. So as you can see, I have this huge sticker to use. This actually covered 4 boxes, which I thought was amazing. I really love that she implemented this into her printable. I thought this was a very clever and cool idea. And also it was easy for me because I sometimes have to find ways to cover up extra boxes that I'm not going to use. So I thought it was great to have these 4 boxes filled in. I won't be writing in it at all. I think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. And I'm going to use the boxes above it to write in my messages or whatever I need to write for the day. Now I'm putting the banner on, and during this part I actually noticed that I put it crooked. So I lift it up, and in the process I tore a bit of it, so I had to do it easily and make sure I can still use it and make sure it still was sticky enough to be used. And luckily it was. But if in time the edges start to peel off because it loses its stickiness because of that moment of me pulling it up, I will just use a glue stick and stick that, glue it back and just stick it back down to the page. So now I'm just using the last sticker to cover up that, and then I noticed that I have a little sticker that I want to use in the last box, but I have that green bar that I need to cover. So luckily I still have extra washi tape, so I just measured it, cut it, stuck it down, then I stuck down the cat sticker under it, and it completed the page, and I think it came out pretty cool. So now we're back to the first page, and here as you can see, I'm putting down some paper. I don't like seeing a lot of white boxes. I actually like my boxes to have some kind of color or pattern. So what I did is I got some paper that had some, it was like purple, that had the same color with the stickers, and then it had a bit of flowery design to it. So what I did is I actually measured each box that I wanted to cover, and then I cut it out, and then I laid it down to each of the boxes so I knew where each page would go. And then I would just get my glue stick and then just, you know, put some glue on the back of the page and then gently just put it down into its proper box. And I think this made the page look more complete. It actually made it look much, I don't know, nicer. I just really like the way it came out. So after I do this, I end up putting these little pieces of stickers that were also part of the printable. I feel when I put them down, it just popped. It made the sticker look better with the background that I chose for it. So once I'm done sticking down the paper, I go back and check for the edges. Sometimes the edges are not glued, so I'll go back and give it a little bit of glue and make sure they stick back down to the page. And then once I've done that, I'll start putting on the stickers that I had mentioned earlier. And I feel like it made the stickers look a lot better now with that background. Before, I had actually put the purple paper down, I had left the stickers without it, and it didn't look so good. But now with this, I think it just completes the page. I think even the message that I will write into each of these boxes are going to stand out, and it'll be easy to read and look at. So now I'm working on the second page, and I had already cut out, or in this case measured the paper and cut it out, and just started putting glue on it and sticking them down to the page. What I did do, and I didn't record, was I put the paper also under the banner. I was going to put it over it a little, or try to trim around it, but it wasn't going to work and it wasn't going to look good. So I had to lift that banner up again, and this time when I lifted, it tore off more things and it lost all its stickiness, which I didn't really mind because I had to glue down the paper, and then I could glue down the banner back down, so it all worked just fine. And then after that, I just ended up going back and just putting all the other papers in their white in their boxes that they belong to. And then after that, I ended up putting down the stickers that I had cut out for it, and that was it. So here's the final results to the Sailor Moon layout. I think it came out really great. I love how the extra touches that I added to it worked, which were the little paper with the cherry blossoms. I also added, which I didn't film, was the wording, because on the printable it actually has it on there, but it was really hard to see, so I decided to write it in with pen. I also did my own numbers, and then I actually put the word August here, but I didn't like the way I wrote it, so I decided to just cover it with a sticker, and this sticker had a little bit of purple in it, so I decided it was a great way to just sort of implement it into the page. And then just to make sure it had another one just like it, I put one here on this side just to sort of give it an even look. But overall, this layout and printable was great. I look forward to doing more of Organized Potatoes printables. She's got quite a few cute ones, so I'm going to start looking into her blog and see which is my next one. But I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and give me a 2 thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.